It's been 1 year since the flooding at Yellowstone National Park. Rivers and streams swelled past flood stage as storms dropped upwards of a foot of rain on top of an already epic snowmelt.
Correspondent Robert Ray spoke to the Yellowstone National Park superintendent about rebuilding 1 year after historic flooding wiped out roads and caused evacuations.
Yellowstone National Park 1 year after the Gardner River went wild and created this incredible flooding and rock slides. You see a lot of the erosion still here, and the engineering that has gone on has been nothing short of a miracle to try and get some of these roadways back. There's a lot of work to do and a lot of decisions to be made, as you see the crumbled roads here in the river, but they're on it and they're working toward a better Yellowstone. June 13th, 2022. Rivers and streams swelled well past the flood stage as storms dropped over a foot of rainfall on top of an already epic snowmelt. This event changed the path of the river in multiple locations. This is the biggest section that we lost. 1 year later, Fox Weather given unique access to the superintendent of Yellowstone and the washed away roads left over from the disaster. Well, so this is about a 750-foot section that we lost during the flood event last June. We lost 4 or 5 sections in this particular area, but this is the biggest and the most challenging to repair. In fact, the engineers looked at this very quickly and determined it was not repairable. Officials scrambled and worked feverishly for over 36 hours to evacuate thousands from the park and conduct damage assessments. The law enforcement rangers and maintenance crews closed this road before this road collapsed, which undoubtedly saved lives. Had they not closed it, you can see visitors could have very easily driven straight off of this. The more than 2 million acre wilderness area was shuttered for over a week as officials determined what emergency repairs were needed to allow for a limited reopening. Just an incredible feat to get that completed in such a short amount of time. Getting those 2 roads reconnected going into winter was really, really critical. After the disaster last summer, an alternative roadway was redesigned and opened in late October, paving the way for a critical tourism and economic comeback in nearby towns.
You never know what weather and other things are going to deliver to you, as we found out to our cost last year.
In Gardner, at the entrance of Yellowstone's North Gate, business is back. Tourists ride the river rapids. Hotels and restaurants are flourishing after last summer's mass cancellations in the aftermath.
It devastated a lot of people. Gardner thrives on the visitor population that comes through every summer. I mean, June is starting to kind of get into our peak season. We plan on, hundreds of thousands of visitors to come through our town. People are back in. These entrances are open. They're back in the park and enjoying the park. We've got a lot of work to do, though, on figuring out what the right long-term solution is for these road corridors. Over 4 million people normally visit here on an average year. And those roadways are key to traversing the incredible amount of geography that Yellowstone sits on. These little creeks and the hot springs of Mammoth, just one example of what people from around the world can come and see.
All of Yellowstone's entrances and roads are currently open.